Hold on, y'all. All right. I finally watched the Michael Jackson movie, the 2026 version, because I tweeted this out, but the first version, it was the 2009 version. It was about the same time, like an hour or some minutes. The new one, the actual one was about 2 hours, almost 2 hours long. But I'm gonna read the information. Michael 2026 is a biograph drama directed by Anton Franklin. Released in 3 years on April 24th, 2026, featuring Jennifer Jackson, Michael's nephew, hit in his doubt role as the king of pop. The film uh, from Jackson's life from the Jackson Five and through his legacy trauma career, fo- focusing heavily on his music and performance. Okay, so Michael, we got to see how bad his dad was about not giving a damn about him. Um, like anytime he messes up like a song or something, he will whoop him with a belt. And we seen that. Well, we seen the first scene when he get whooping. We didn't see the second scene because he has picked the belt and closed the door. But obviously, we know as black people, we know what that means. Um, oh, if y'all wonder what's the lightning like going around my wall, I ordered me a new Walmart ball LED ball disco ball. Y'all can see it right here. See, it's right here. It comes with a plug. I got the LED lights, but I ain't turning them on. But yeah, you okay. But yeah, we gotta see how bad his dad was. And, Michael, we gotta see the year after years went on. Michael was, singing his songs. My favorite song by Michael Jackson is "Wanna Be Star" or something. My favorite song. I like that song. Let's see. Um, but yeah, his dad was the main reason that his hair burned off because he had been doing that Pepsi commercial. And he was in the hospital, and all his dad cared about was him making his money. And when he finally walked across stage, he was like, "I'm still your father." First of all, I hate when parents say that. If you don't do a good job parenting, you don't get to say that, okay? But yeah, it was a good movie. I give it a 10 out of 10. Um, I get a personal accident, so 10 out of 10 too because I didn't realize it was a 2009 until I saw the end credits. And I said, "This not the end credits." Look, show on Instagram. But yeah. It was good. About it was that the years went on, we got to see basically we got to see Michael get older and older until he was grown. And yeah, it's like so basically I believe basically the Michael movie is basically like a lifestyle of Michael Jackson as when he had to go through like trauma wise and as he got older and how his mom felt bad for him because of how his dad treated him, which is really fucked up. But yeah. But yeah, this movie just tells you that what shows you that you can be whatever you want to be, and regardless of how some people may act, but it basically shows you put your foot down regardless if you're a parent or not. Okay, you just gotta let the fear out. Mhm. And Michael's mom, of course, telling his dad that you have to realize he's doing his own thing. You can't be it no more. He's grown. So it turns out Michael actually fired his dad. And his dad's like, "What kind of son does that?" I don't know. Maybe a son that wishes his dad would treat him right instead of being a piece of shit to him. No, but yeah. So he had to go to that with his dad, and I think he was the only one staying in his mama house when all the other ones moved out. He was the only one standing there, I guess. Um, but yeah. Um, First of all, we're gonna pause it. I went to see friends got me some brown pants. It was $5. I knew it was a 3X too because I'm at 3X because I'm big as hell. Okay. But yeah, it was a 3X. It's some good looking pants too. Some good old looking pants. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show it to you. I see these. They brown. They're $5. 3X. I think that the South Pole pants. I see them. Um, but yeah, my sister went to South Carolina yesterday. Well, technically she got there the day at 6 something. They slept till they wouldn't then go to sleep till 9. So Thursday. Um, but yeah, I bet she having fun. I was gonna go, but I ain't also ain't made the money so Thursday. Yeah, I ain't made the money so yeah. But uh, I got this lock cap from the hair store, and tell me why it costs $9 something. What is that oil that I've been using to make my hair grow? And speaking of that, I gotta get my hair done in June because it's my graduation, and BT Wars come on I think in June sometime in June. But yeah, this here thing costs about $9. This place I live in Kingston. This is a place. It's this place called Beauty World. They charge a lot for their hair products. I was gonna get 2 bottles of oil, rosemary oil, but then I changed my mind because the price is about. Well, I got one bottle that was $8, almost $9 by itself. And yeah, I'm gonna see what the results look like when I get my hair done, Jim. Um, but yeah, okay, back to the Michael Jackson movie. Um, so first of all, earlier I watched this Michael Jackson movie, and I thought that was the right one until I looked at the actual year, and it was 2009. But you know, it worked out. At least I got to see the first Michael Jackson film before I started Needle. So yeah, it's good either way. Um, let's see. Um, when Michael was getting a whooping by his dad, some people but his dad was basically abusing him because he was whooping him for no reason. And yeah, and I was reading some Instagram comments and they said, "Dang, I remember I got a whooping like that." And someone said, are you grateful for that?" And yeah, I used to get whoopings like that too. Yeah, ain't no shame. I grew up in. I'm black. Okay, so of course, black people, black folks, they they get reminded of that. Um, but yeah, I believe next. Well, yeah, tomorrow's Sunday, so tomorrow's the last week of April. Yeah, tomorrow's the last week of April. Due emerging into May, and of course, I believe that third week of May is when I start filming VVJ podcast season 3, new season. I did make a promo for from I did make a promo for it. Uh it's made from what is it made from? Yeah, it's made from uh I don't know, 'cause, I forgot it. I forgot the name. Shoot, let me look at my phone real quick. Yeah, it's made from CapCut. Okay, CapCut. Yeah. So basically, VJ podcast season 3 is coming in on June 15th. I know the date of my calendar when I was gonna film it, and yeah, so I got all the film the third week of May. Mm-hmm. What's the road team you talking about? Mm-hmm. Today was the high school prom. I did not want to go to prom because I don't ever since my aunt got shot at a late party, I don't anticipate late activity because it's trauma. Yeah. I know some people say, well, you got to get ready as long, but I'm not ready, so yeah, I do when I'm ready. And yeah, I still miss her by the way. I miss her and my grandma. My grandma, she passed away. She passed away in the hospital because she had cancer. And yeah, the last time I saw her was on the phone, and I cried to death. I cried my aunt death too. But it's gonna be all right. Because they want to see me become something, and I'm improving them when I graduate school. I'll become something. Yeah, because I'm still working on myself. I'm still working on not letting people make me angry. But if they put their hands on me, that's a different story. But I'm trying to be careful because I'm 18 now. So yeah, I can get arrested. But yeah. But yeah, well, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Well, not but okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Back when my mom was in the hospital, I dreamed about she had cancer because I heard when the nurse said she had cancer, and I had to wake up my sleep. I know how you wake up in your sleep and make sure the dreams actually ain't real. That's how I did. That's how I had to do. And I literally asked my mama, "Mom, do you have cancer?" She was like, "No." I said, "Thank God." And I was crying. Looking at her in the hospital. But she's finally out. She been now actually. And I was glad to be out because that hospital food is nasty. And you better have money to get you some more. You gotta eat what they bring you. 9 times 10 ain't good. Um, but yeah. Mm. But yeah, that's the Michael Jackson movie was a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna end this live stream and post it and I catch y'all in another live stream video. Peace out.